Hey, it's Rachel from Scrappy Happy. Come on, let's get crafty together.
Welcome back to my channel today. We are going to be making Halloween treat bags. These glassine bags are made and decorated using the Greeting Farms all year stamps, some acetate that I've run through the spiderweb embossing folder with my Sizzix machine. And so what I did with these glassine bags is they didn't actually have a hole to start, and I made the hole. So you put the die down face down, run it through, and then I am able to put the acetate in. Now the acetate it took me some time to kind of get the technique down so that you're not sticking to the tape and the bag as you travel down and slide it down. So you lift up the bag and then put your hand over top of the acetate, and then you scroll it down or push it down, and there, that's what you have. So the next part, which is just kind of finishing the front of the bag, is taking my Nestabilities die, the scallop, and the same circle one that I used for the bag, and put them together to make this nice scallop. Put some glue on, and then that just makes the bag on the front so much neater. So then I went ahead and made all these Greeting Farm stamps. I've colored a whole bunch of witches using my Uhuhu markers. However, as you saw, the green-haired ones really don't work with the orange bags, so I just used the green-haired ones for the black bags with the polka dots. And so I'm just using my hot glue gun and some foam squares and popping those up. Then I went into my little bag of goodies and pulled out some foam stickers and some other stickers to decorate this bag with. So I just took candy corn with this one and spread it about, and it's just keeping it simple because the idea is you want to be able to see what goes inside. And now because these don't have any seal, what I did is I went into my stash. Yes, I can't believe I'm using my clothespins, and I have put decoration on that to keep the bag closed, because my intention is to be able to have cute homemade cookies go inside the bag, and you want to be able to see those cute decorated cookies. So that's what I'm doing here. So it took me a few minutes to find a whole bunch of foam shapes that will work with the way I've colored the die. So I used pink with these black ones, and have just put them all on beside the girl. I found one where that face wasn't quite right, so I made sure to find ones where the face was printed properly. These foam squares I picked up at the Dollaramma, and there was so many of them in a package. So the ones that I don't use, I will send off and give to my kids to use. So I chose some bats to go at the top. The glittery ones were my favorite, but there wasn't necessarily enough glittered ones in there, so I put the spider stickers and other things. This was a stretch for me because usually when I do this factory style crafting, I always find that I want to have every single one exactly the same. But when you're using your stash and you have odds and ends of things from previous years, you don't have exactly the same thing. So I was okay with using bats for some and spiders for another. Those foam square spiders came from the Dollar Tree, I believe, here in Canada last year. And I put those on close pegs to hold the bag together once the cookies are inside. So I wanted to pull out some more pumpkins because the pink did not work on the orange paper. And so I found green for this last one, and then put on the top, I was playing around with the idea of using that cute little skeleton, but I just went ahead with the bat close peg. So I have a few different styles of bags here, all slightly different, but all the same. Being that I've been back at work, this factory work is very fulfilling. So you can see here, this was me stamping and coloring the Greeting Farm stamps for the orange bag. So I did have to make one more witch. We call her Jenny, and we had to I had to color that out, and then I just fussy cut that because the green haired one looked really good on the black. And then the rest I colored with pink hair to put onto the orange bags because it popped a lot more than the one with the green hair, which just clashed with colors. And I just really like fussy cutting, and I know a lot of you like watching fussy cutting, so I included a little bit more of that here in the video for you to watch. So there's all my finished images, the green hat, the green dress. I like to color the pumpkins yellow, the face, rather than black, then it looks like it's glowing. So here's all my bags. The pink one would have worked also on the bag, but I wanted to have them a bit different. So yes, I like to do factory work, but in the process of doing factory work, it's fun to mix things up a little bit. So these foam squares, believe it or not, are scraps from the foam core that I use to make my shaker dies. I cut it all up and then put it in a little container. And since doing that, I've hardly ever had to use foam tape. So here's the orange ones now. I am using the pink pumpkins to go with the pink hair and just putting on the foam tape again, or not the foam tape, the foam squares with my glue gun, and going to be attaching her to the front of the bag there. And again, not covering too much of the hole because we want to be able to see the delicious decorated cookies that my sister is going to make to put in the bags. And I love giving these little gifts to my children's teachers. They're still in their early years, so they still want to do it. And since time's running out on that, I am making sure I'm having a blast making the bags. So here are all the orange ones waiting for the close pegs. So here are the completed bows that I made using the bow punch from Stampin' Up! And I've just decorated them all mostly with the foam bats that I picked up from the Dollaramma. You saw that one already with the flowers. My favorite are the ones with the sparkles, and I really like the holographic paper. So when I put them onto the bags, I just put them on to the right of center, just to make sure that it keeps the bag closed and just to add that pretty element onto the bag. I think these are going to make really sweet little gift bags to give to my coworkers and my children's teachers. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.